Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a video on Paragon Gauntlet for July. Now I am going to attempt this with 5-star champions, but you absolutely go and use your 7 stars or your highest ranked champions. It would be much easier. You don't have to go through this. I'm just making this video to share with all levels that whoever wants to try this and get some good rewards out of it. So if you are going to use your 5-star champions and you don't have the neo ones, this is the video for you. So the defender for number 1 is going to be Psycho Man with immunity to poison, equalizer, special burst lockdown, shielded maneuvers, and shake and bake. So simply put, after every 10 seconds you are going to get a concussion on you, a passive concussion that you can remove from the defender with a heavy attack. But remember, whenever you will use a heavy attack, you will also give Psycho Man an auto block charge. To counter that, you can bring in champions that can counter auto block, or you can just dance around and for that timer to go off before you can throw your attack or special attacks again. Remember, the more buffs you have, the more damage will Psycho Man have, and he's also going to be poison immune, and there is going to be special burst lockdown, so whenever he will use a special attack, he will apply an armor break and also a heal block on you. All in all, an easy fight. Just bring in any auto block counter and you should be good. And because he was metal, I used a Magneto, and Magneto did amazing for me. The next one up is going to be a Moleman. There is Chum the Water, so whenever you are going to dash him, we are going to evade him. He is going to apply a heal block debuff, a taunt debuff, and also a disorient on you, and that will also reduce your ability accuracy. There's also Predictive Guard, and there's also Zapper and Buff Toggle Unblockable. So whenever you will dash back, you will get a shock on you. You might need shock immune champions, but I think the easiest way is to bring in champions that can counter his ability to shrug off stun, and can also have shock immunity. So champions like Storm are going to work really well. Bishop is going to work really well. I am just using an Archangel, just parry and heavy, and as soon as I have one neurotoxin up, it's easy going. So not really a difficult fight. Just be careful about the unblockable and you should be good. Just avoid dexing back too much and you should get through this fight quite easily. The shock damage is not much. I'm using a 5-star and I'm able to bring him down quite comfortably in the end. Now Diablo is one of those tricky fights. So the first thing is that his poison is enhanced by 40% with enhanced poison node. Then there's also Avarice, so every 15 seconds the defender will gain a power gain that will grant him 15% of max power over 8 seconds. So he will have a lot of power gain. Now you might ask me, why is that a problem? That is going to be a problem because there is Footloose. Every time he's going to throw a special attack, he's going to get an evade and also unstoppable buff. And to make things even worse, what happened, there is going to be an immune cycle. So he will cycle between slow, heal block, and stun immunity every 10 seconds. So imagine you're trying to counter Footloose with slow, but he goes immune to it for 10 seconds. And the final one is going to be Toxic Thoughts. Try not to bring in poison immune champion, because if you try to parry, you are going to be applied a poison on you, and if you're immune to poison, you will take 1% of your HP as burst damage. It's not a big one, so you can even bring in those champions, that's fine, but I try to avoid them. There are plenty of options that you can use. I'm using Captain America Infinity War because I'm just gonna use my basic attack to remove that unstoppable, and then I can continue with my parry and heavy. Just be careful about the evade. Champions that have halt or that have grit can also work super well here. So it's upon you what champion you wanna bring. It's just a slower fight because of that immune cycle of slow heal block that is going to trip you off every now and then with the stun immunity, just like it did to me. So just be careful about that and you should be able to get the fight down comfortably. Now this is probably the most annoying fight in all of this one for me, because Annihilus, that freaking bug, is on his own is an annoying defender, but here there is armor break immunity, and also there's going to be cold turkey. So with cold turkey, if you shrug off or you remove any kind of debuff on yourself with a cleanse, you are going to take burst damage and you're gonna die off very quick. You're gonna get 30% of damage as degeneration and you're out. So no champions with shrug off or no champions with cleanse. Second one up, there's also Mystic Annihilation. So your ability accuracy of your Mystic champions that have Nullify and Fate Seal is reduced by 100%. So you cannot use champions that have Fate Seal or Nullify, and you can't control the Cosmic Rod. But what you can use though, you can use champions like Nico Minoru, or you can use Black Widow Clairvoyant, and you can put that buff immunity on the defender so he does not gain any buffs or not. So that's something you can use, is up to you. To be honest, just bring in the best counter for Annihilus that you have, and just go through the fight. It's a regular Annihilus fight where you can't bring in the champions that have cleanse or debuff. That have cleanse or nullify, or Mystic champions with Fate Seal. All of that you can't use. But other than that, it's a simple, straightforward Annihilus fight. You can use your backdraft intercept or sidestep intercept, whichever you say. You just wait for him to dash in, then you dash back, and then you attack him with a basic. And that's essentially how you can play without using a parry. So yeah, it's going to be an annoying fight, but it can still be done. Now, moving on to defender number 5, that is going to be High Evolutionary, our first defender. Now, he's going to be a very annoying defender when he's available. So the basic thing is you have to alternate your combos because that is part of his kit. And you cannot just spam your heavy because he's going to auto-block the heavy as well. So as soon as you use the same basic attack twice in a row, he's going to auto-block you. And then he's going to like really deal some huge damage to you because you are going to be at his mercy. So the most easiest way to deal with this is parry, medium, light, medium, parry, heavy. And just repeat that. You don't even have to look at the prompt underneath your health bar that tells you which attack you used last. Just parry, medium, light, medium, and then parry and heavy, and rinse and repeat that. Any champion that can work with that rotation is amazing. I'm just using Archangel. He'll just melting him away. Keep him to an SP1, that should be good, and you should be able to get through him. SP2 can be a bit tricky, but SP1 he just dances around in his own place, so you don't have to worry about any kind of beams. It's a super easy weight, so that should get you through it. Yeah, and that's about it. He's going to apply those debuffs. The more debuffs you have, the more detonation will there be, but just ignore it. Just use your parry, medium, light, medium, parry, and heavy. Keep him to an SP1, and you should get through this fight with flying colors and quite easily. And finally, we have the Maker. Now, the nodes are crazy here. The Maker of your Undoing, Power Extortion, Compelled Duels. So if you're very near to him and he uses a special attack, he is going to root you. Evasive Maneuvers. If you knock him down, he gets an 8-second evade charge. And there's also Clean State, so when the defender will finish a special attack, they will gain debuff immunity for 6 seconds. And another caveat here is that the duration of this debuff is reduced by 2 seconds for each debuff that was active on him. So the more debuffs you have, there's less chance of him going into debuff immunity. But again, he's not really difficult. If you overcomplicate this fight, this is going to be annoying. Just simply bring an evade counter and you should be good. The only difficult part about this fight is when you knock down the Maker, he is going to get that evade charge. And if you don't hit him during a stun, he's going to evade you. And that is going to give him an opening with the passive stun, and he's going to do a lot of damage to you. So the only thing that was I needed to take care about was his evade. Once I had the evade under control, it was a very simple, straightforward fight. Now I know I'm using an Archangel. I shouldn't be using an Archangel. It's better to bring in another counter. Somebody like Serpent would be really good. But I just had Archangel ready, so I went in. The fight did take me a bit longer to bring down because of the class disadvantage and everything. But I'm just saying, Archangel still works. So if you don't have the Neo champions, you can still go Archangel and just use your parry and heavy, and you should be good. But any evade counters should work well. So here, even the unblockables should work, because with the unblockables, you don't have to wait out to use a parry and knock him down. For example, like your Hulkling should also be working well here. Also, your Adam Warlock should be a good option with his unblockable. You can also bring in bullseye, just any evade counter, and this fight is a bit easier. The defenders are not really difficult this AQ. So I hope this video helps you out, guys, and you are able to get through the Paragon Gauntlet. Stay tuned to the channel. There is going to be a lot of content this time around. We're gonna jump into the Alliance War Showcase, then we're gonna jump into the Valiant EQ, and then we're gonna jump into the side quest that is going to be your incursion. So stay tuned for all of that and leave a like. Let me know what team did you use, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Have a good one. Bye.